Cinderella Liberty is a 1973 deluxe film drama which tells the story of a sailor who falls in love with a prostitute and becomes a surrogate father for her 11-year-old mixed-race son. It stars James Caan, Marsha Mason and Kirk Calloway. It was directed by Mark Riddle. The cast also includes Eli Wallach, Burt Young, Alan Ann McCleary, Dabney Coleman, John Corks and Alan Arbus. The title is derived from the plot point that the sailor, while receiving medical treatment at the Navy base's medical facility, is given what is called a Cinderella Liberty pass, which allows him to freely leave the naval base as long as he is back by curfew. The movie was adapted by Daryl Ponexan from his novel. Ponexan previously authored another Navy-themed book that became a successful film, The Last Detail. It was nominated for Academy Awards for Best Actress in a Leading Role, Best Music, Original Dramatic Score and Best Music, Song. The movie was filmed in Seattle, Washington. Plot: John J. Baggs, a peacetime sailor, and a World War II veteran, checks into the naval base's medical facility for treatment. After he gets a clean bill of health, he finds out that he is unable to get paid or receive new orders because somehow the U.S. Navy has lost his file. While they continue to search for his lost file, he is able to come and go from the base until curfew with his Cinderella Liberty pass issued by the medical facility. One night in a bar, he spots an attractive woman hustling guys at a pool table. He challenges her himself and develops an interest in the woman, Maggie, who turns out to be a prostitute living in a tenement with her biracial son, Doug. Baggs begins spending time with Maggie at the apartment, where Doug is often left to fend for himself. His attempts at creating a normal life for her succeed for a while, but Maggie cannot change the way she is. Doug, suspicious and cynical, at first bonds with Baggs, who devotes his free time to the kid and even gets his teeth fixed. Maggie is pregnant by someone she met before Baggs. She gives birth prematurely, and the baby dies soon after birth. Distraught, Maggie abandons Doug and leaves a note for Baggs telling him he can keep him, and that she is going back to New Orleans. Finally, the Navy finds Baggs' records. In order to stay with Doug, Baggs gets a veteran ex-sailor named Forshey to change places with Baggs and ship out under his name. Baggs and Doug then head for New Orleans to look for Maggie. Cast: James Caan as Baggs, Marsha Mason as Maggie Paul, Kirk Calloway as Doug, Eli Wallach as Forshey, Burt Young as Master-at-Arms, Dabney Coleman as the exec, Bruno Kirby as Alcott. Reception: Caan says the film is one of his favorites. This film received a nomination for a Golden Globe Award for Best Motion Picture. Soundtrack: